What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to show you my plan to grow my brand spanking new lawn care business to $10,000 a month during this spring rush. It's just now in my area hitting the warm temperatures, everything's going to start growing. Let's dive in. I'm going to show you the math and the amount of yards and what I need to charge in order to get to 10,000 plus per month. Once I hit 10,000 per month, if that's in the first month, second month, I'm gonna up that goal to 15,000, 20,000, you get the deal, and what I need to do to get there. Let's dive into it. So why $10,000? Why is $10,000 the initial goal I've set for my brand new lawn care business? That's because I actually feel like 10K is not that difficult to get to. Now hear me out. If you're working at a job and you're bringing home like 500 a week or even 1,000 a week, it's like, holy crap, how are you going to bring in 10,000? I bring $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, $4,000. How are you making 10K mowing lawns, man? I've done this with pressure washing, so once you see it and you've done it and you know what it takes to do it with a service business, it's possible. And you don't have that limiting belief. It's a limiting belief keeping you from doing that. So I feel like a guy working at a 9-to-5 that's never made money for himself, 10K is a good initial target to get to. And I want to be sharing with you week after week, transparency, the numbers I'll be bringing in and what I'm doing to increase the customers and the leads during this spring rush. The season's just about to start. It's right around the corner in like another week or two. Now, I feel like once you even hit 5K, it's going to give not only me, but you, if you're just starting, confidence in getting to the 10K. And once you hit 10K, you're like, oh, I've got this. Let's go, baby. You know what I mean? Recurring revenue, 10K month after month, as long as the mowing season's going on. For me, I do Christmas lights in the winter. And that is going well, and in 3 months you can make another 50K to supplement the lawn care business until you get back to spring if you didn't make enough. So how do we get to $10,000? Let's work backwards. For me, I plan to only mow 4 days a week until I find somebody to hire out, and then we'll open that book up and see how many people I can hire and how high I can get the number. But to get to 10K solo, that's how I'm going to start this, just like you would if you're watching this video and you're just starting your lawn care business. I would personally, if I stayed solo and I didn't plan on growing this business to be this huge multi-million dollar company with employees and systems in place, I wouldn't want to leave a job I hate, give myself another job and go from working 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, clocking in and out, to going and working 7 days a week, 12 plus hours a day, 16-hour days. I would not, that's not an equal trade, even if you double or triple your income. It's just, it doesn't equate. You see what I'm saying? So that's why personally, if I was solo, I would only do 4 days a week. That would be me, and have the full weekend off with your kids, your family. That's my personal plan, being solo until I hire on people. So I've got some notes on this because, math. But let's take $10,000 and let's divide that by 4 weeks. Now, some months have 5 weeks, but a lot of them have 4. We're going to take the average and go with 4 weeks. That's going to give you $2,500 per week. And now let's take the $2,500 and divide that by 4, which is 4 days per week. And you would divide this, if you're doing your own math, divide it by the amount of days you're willing to work. If you're willing to work the full 7, divide 2,500 by 7. If you want to work 5, divide it by 5. You get the gist here. That's going to give me, for 4 days a week, $625 a day. Now we're going to take $625 a day, 4 days a week. And now we need to figure out exactly what we need to charge to figure out how many yards we have to get and mow week after week to hit that $625 a day. And let's just say, just to keep numbers super simple, let's go with $50 a cut per week. Now I know that's super cheap, and to some guys that's high. I know a guy that's mowing for $40 a cut, and he made 60K last year. He broke even because he had a lot of breakdowns. His truck broke down, his mower broke down. And he told me that this year he's going to be raising prices because he needs to have some profit at the end of the day. And he's at $40 a yard. But For the sake of this example, let's stay at $50 a cut. What we'll do is we'll take $625 and divide that by 50, which is going to be your rate, and that's going to give you 12.5. That is 12.5 yards. That means that I would have to mow at least 13 yards because you can't just do a half a yard, right? We'll round it up. That means I have to do 13 yards to hit that target of $625 a day gross. Now, if you raise your price, it'll be less yards. For me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep my eye on something called your close rate. I plan on raising and lowering my price depending on that, especially starting out here where I'm getting my first couple of calls. All that means is that if 10 people call me, all 10 of them sign up and get on my schedule, that means I have a 100% close rate, and that means I am too cheap. That is what that means. And you may be like, but I don't want to turn down work. I need the work. No. If your close rate is 100% and you're landing every client that calls you, you're too cheap. You need to get that close rate down to like 50, 60% starting out, maybe 70%. You don't want to land every job because that means you're being way too cheap and you need to know your worth. I plan to be at about the 50% mark, okay? Unless it's like a next door neighbor, the price is pretty close, like maybe a $5 drop or something like that. That would be the only time because it will be route density. Now, what am I going to do to get people to call my phone? So starting out right now, I'm still waiting on them, and I'm waiting on Vistaprint to print out my door hangers, and they keep delaying it. And I'm like, I need to be putting these out now. I've got 5,000 on the way. I'm about to order more from a different company because I need these things now. And if they delay them again, then I'm going to cancel the order there and I'm going with somebody else. But I ordered 5,000 from Vistaprint, and my plan is to every single day that I am not mowing, and even if I get yards and I am mowing, I am going to, after I get done mowing, drive to the neighborhoods I want that I left off, and I'm going to hang door hangers that have instant quotes on them. That means that I'm going to be like, okay, this stack is small to medium yards. I'm going to write the prices down on those door hangers, and I'm going to go around and hang those up, and that's going to be my main source of marketing. I also right now have Facebook ads running at a very low budget. It's a video ad. Please do not do before and afters. Do not do picture ads. Those are so outdated. They do not perform as well as video these days in 2025 especially. And I figured that out because last year I did run a lot of Facebook picture before and after ads with the pressure washing side, and they did not perform very well at all. Try to make a video ad. If you're scared to get on camera, you're going to have to meet these people anyway. Just talk to the camera just like you would a customer. That's all you got to do. It's super easy. That's going to be my second form of marketing this spring rush. And then I have my website with SEO optimization and a ton of backlinks that I've been doing over the winter. And it's starting to rank for my service area. So that's going to be an organic side. And I'm also posting in these local Facebook groups on the days that they allow for business posts. So that's also going to be a free way to get leads through the website and the free local Facebook groups. The other way that I'm going to be getting leads coming in this March, April spring rush season is going to be my Google business profile. That's where I'm going to have the software Jobber. I've used Mark8 for years with my pressure washing side. I'm going to be using Jobber just because most guys in the lawn care side of things use Jobber. I'm going to try it out, and they have a thing that constantly hits up the customers for reviews. I'm going to try that and see how that goes, and hopefully get my brand new GMB ranking with reviews and get those reviews pumping with every customer I get. I have citations for the Google My Business. It did not get suspended, and I could make a video on that. A lot of you guys are probably making Google profiles and they're getting suspended within the first month, and I have figured out what it is. I have figured it out and how to do it correctly. Basically, I'll just go ahead and tell you, you need to make a brand new Gmail. Do not use your personal Gmail to make the Google business profile. Do not use a Gmail that's been up for any amount of time, because for whatever reason, Google flags Gmails that have been maybe scraped or used or in somebody else's marketing anywhere as deceptive. And I don't know why. I don't know what's deceptive about my personal email, but I've had it for years, and every time I make a Google business profile on that Gmail, it gets suspended immediately. So make a brand new Gmail. I've made so many profiles that have got suspended, and this one has stood for at least 3 months now, and it has not got suspended. And they've let me keep my pictures on there. So that's a little golden nugget for you. Make a brand new Gmail, name it your lawn care business's name at Gmail, whatever. Just use it for your Google profile to keep it from getting suspended. One thing I've noticed in the lawn care industry is nobody really creates good offers. And if you don't know what I mean like what is different from them signing up with me compared to signing up with the other Smo Joe lawn care down the street. So what I have figured out and what I do is I have made an offer that I think is so good that it's almost impossible to pass up. What I plan on doing, and the big selling point will be, hey, listen, if you sign up with our weekly mowing services, and we go weekly, you don't do it for bi-weekly because you'll lose money, you will get your second cut for just $1. Now, what that means is your first cut, you make your money, right? You get the $60 cut, whatever it is, $70 cut. The next time you come, it's $1. It's basically free, but you don't want to say free because people are so used to that, and you need to put a dollar sign beside it, and basically you're worth at least $1. I mean, shoot, it's not free. Free has been way overused in everybody's marketing and sales tactics. Do it for $1. And I'm also going to throw in there a guarantee that if you sign up with us and after 3 weeks, that'll be with the second cut for $1, and then the third week, and they're not happy with the services, I will give them a full refund. That'll be basically 2 cuts and $1 back, and they can go with somebody else. And the reason why I do that is because it's a very limited time frame, and they're not really going to know, believe it or not, if they want to go with us. Unless you're just being a douche and you're unprofessional and you're not dressed in uniforms and you suck, more than likely they're not going to take you up on that offer. That's just the overall vibes of full refunds. But I want to keep this video relatively short and hope you guys got good value out of this and just my plan. And I plan on being fully transparent on this channel. You're going to get to watch my journey going from a small 5x8 trailer and a Scag V-Ride 2 that I leveraged debt to get. It's only $200 a month. That's 1 yard at $50 a week. That pays for that, and I'm leveraging the bank's money. I know a lot of guys say, don't go out here and buy brand new equipment. Don't go drop $10,000 cash on a piece of equipment. If you have decent credit, go and get a mower. Leverage the bank's money. It makes tons of sense in a business sense, and you can always sell it if either you don't like the business or you want out of the business. You can always sell it, or you can keep it for your own personal yard. It's not the craziest thing in the world to take out debt when starting a business, especially like that low barrier of an entry, which is like $200 a month. It's 1 yard at $50 a cut. You know what I mean? But that's for a different topic, a different time. Peace out, and I will catch you in the next one. And let's get it this season. Come on.